Have you ever just felt like the whole game is rigged? That some people just seem to have an advantage that you don't? Well, today, we're not just going to talk about that feeling. We're actually going to harness it. We're going to break down what an unfair advantage really is, and most importantly, how you can find and build your very own. So let's get into it.
I mean, we've all felt this, haven't we? That feeling that the people with the right connections get the best jobs, or that the rich just seem to get richer. It can feel like success is just totally out of our hands.
But here's where we pivot. We can either let that unfairness stop us in our tracks, or we can use it. The real key is to stop focusing on what everyone else has and to start building our own unique edge.
So what even is an unfair advantage? Well, think of it as any unique condition or resource you have that gives you a leg up on the competition. It's your personal secret weapon. And here's the thing, you already have one, even if you can't quite see it yet.
Now, to help us find ours, we're going to use this really brilliant tool called the MILES framework. It's a super simple acronym that breaks down the 5 key areas where these advantages are usually hiding.
And here it is, MILS, money, insight, luck and timing, education and status. We're going to walk through every single one of these so you can start to see where your own strengths might be.
Okay, let's kick things off with the first two, M and I, money and insight. Now, these are often really misunderstood, so let's get crystal clear on what they actually mean.
Now, this might sound a little backward. On the one hand, yeah, having a cash cushion is great. It means you can afford to make more mistakes. But on the other hand, not having money forces you to use something way more powerful, creativity. When you absolutely have to minimize every expense, being frugal becomes the engine for innovation. That resourcefulness, that can be a much stronger advantage than just starting with a pile of cash.
This is exactly what Jeff Bezos was talking about. He knew that having constraints actually forces you to think differently and find way better solutions. So if you're thinking money isn't your advantage, well, maybe your resourcefulness is.
Next up is insight. This isn't about being book smart, it's about seeing what other people just don't. Think about Steve Jobs back in the 70s. Everybody else saw computers as these complicated tools just for experts. He saw them as something that needed to be beautiful and simple enough for everyone. That totally unique insight, that was his unfair advantage.
All right, let's move on to the L in MILES, luck and timing. Now, this is the one that people often think is completely out of their control, but is it really? You have to see this. Studies have shown that timing alone can account for almost half of a startup's success or failure. 50%! Think about it. Snapchat just blew up right as smartphones and visual communication were becoming totally mainstream. That's the incredible power of being in the right place at the right time.
But here's the game-changing part. You can actually increase your own luck. Research shows that just by believing you're a lucky person, you become more open and way more likely to spot and act on unexpected opportunities. Your mindset literally creates your luck.
I absolutely love this analogy. Every time you meet a new person or try a new idea or just put yourself out there in any way, you're rolling the dice. So, the more you roll, the better your chances of hitting that lucky double six. See, luck isn't passive. It's a numbers game you play by taking action.
And that brings us to the final 2 advantages in our framework, education and status, which, you'll see, are often deeply connected.
So look, let's be real. Traditional status markers are powerful. A degree from a top university or a job at a big-name company, that stuff instantly builds trust and opens doors. It signals to other people that you're valuable before you've even said a word.
But what if you don't have that? Simple. You build your own status. And this is where something called skill stacking comes in. Instead of trying to be the absolute best at just one thing, you become really good at 2 or more valuable skills. Combine programming with design or engineering with sales. This unique combination makes you so good, they just can't ignore you.
Okay, so we've gone through the whole MILS framework. Now for the most important part, applying it to yourself. Let's walk through 4 questions right now that are going to help you uncover your own unfair advantage.
First off, really think about your journey. What is that unique blend of skills, jobs, and life experiences that only you have? How can you stack them to create something that's truly rare and valuable?
Second, let's reflect on your luck. Where has good timing or just pure chance helped you out? And, more importantly, where can you go, whether it's a physical place or an online community, to roll those dice more often and expose yourself to new people, new ideas, new trends?
Third, look for your insight.
What are those little frustrations in your daily life, or maybe in your industry, that you notice, but it seems like everyone else just accepts them as normal? That little annoyance, that could be your next big opportunity.
And finally, think about your resourcefulness. How can you make your money, your time, and your energy go further? How can you create the space you need to experiment and to build? Because your true unfair advantage isn't just one of these things. It's the unique combination of your answers to all of them. The world might not be fair, but honestly, that's what makes your unique advantage so incredibly powerful. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it?